Hey guys, what's up? Long time no see. I was just at school, and I found out that they do a really cool thing. On your birthday, I guess every month they have a birthday assembly, and everyone whose birthday falls in that month gets to stand up in front. They all get a rose. I got a red rose, and then you say your birthday. You talk a little bit about your name and why you got it, or if it has a meaning. I guess my name is Welsh, and it means young warrior. So if you want to look that up, you can find out my first name. Also, you sort of state your goal for the year to come, and then people usually one student, one teacher writes a little something about the student, and it'll be sort of like a compliment, you got this, and then maybe something you want to work on for the whole year, and then of course they play Happy Birthday on the piano. So that was something great. That was really cool that I hadn't seen before, so I was pretty excited about that, and definitely think it's a good idea. It's always good to get a flower. You may have noticed the dearth of videos on my channel lately. I was having some computer problems and have ended up switching to Linux as my main operating system, which left me in a pinch because with Linux, my video camera connects to the computer USB, and to take video off your camera you need FireWire in Linux, and I'm in a tough spot. So I'm recording this with my digital camera, not video camera, so it's still good, but the files are a little bigger and not as much control, but I guess this is what I'll have to do. Looking at, I guess, coming up for my birthday and Christmas, I'm looking at either possibly getting a new camera. New cameras that have HD are really expensive. Like the ones I was looking at, like a proper one is, probably in the 800s on up. I'm also want to get a digital SLR, and if I could get one of those that also has HD video, that might be the way to go. I think I could get, I'm looking at Canon, Nikon, and Olympus. On the XTI, the Canon, it has HD video, so I don't know. Those are still kind of expensive, but I'm looking at those. I was also thinking about maybe a way to remedy a solution would be to get a netbook with Windows installed and use that just to get the video off of my camera, and then probably edit it in Linux with their software. But that's kind of a roundabout solution, but I would like to have a netbook, so we'll see. I might wait until Windows 7 comes out and see how that affects the netbook market, but who knows. So, also in good news, over Silver Week in Japan, which was a series of three consecutive days off, I took some Nankyu and went to the Philippines for 10 days. Which was great, and I got some pictures and video from that, and I think I'm going to put those up and tell you some of the stories from the Philippines. It's definitely interesting, and the end of my trip coincided with the typhoon that hit Manila, and I flew back to Manila a day after the worst of the flooding, but on the flight in you could definitely see where there once had been streets. It was brown, muddy water, and I was talking, we ate out that night. I was talking to our server, and she said when she was going home the other day, the water was up to her waist, and she was actually lucky because some people had the water coming up to 2 stories. I mean, people were on their roofs. And if you haven't been to the Philippines or Manila, there's really no infrastructure normally, and then especially to deal with disasters. Basically, it's sort of fend for yourself, help your neighbors type of thing. Don't expect anyone to come help you, which is sad. That's really how it is. And also a lot of Metro Manila is about 12 million people. I mean, that's a lot of people, but If you think Tokyo has about maybe 12 million more, and just think of what Tokyo looks like, and then let's see, what would be a city like Manila? Maybe, I mean, Kobe is probably nicer, but think of that level of development, but 12 million people in there, so it's like crumbling buildings. Most of the people, I would say, live in these shanty towns, so when about 17 inches of rain fell over 16 hours, basically they were stuck, and they had to get to high ground, or they would die. And they lived in shanty towns, so of course shanty towns couldn't withstand that much water, and they get swept away, and now people are out of housing. So it's really, I guess, desperate situation. I think the world's probably already moved on from it, but certainly those people haven't. So if you're interested in contributing to that, I suggest looking into it and trying to give some money to the Red Cross in the Philippines or whatnot, because the state most of those people were living in required attention anyways, and the the typhoons just made it worse. Alright, so I'm rambling a little bit, but I got some videos coming up, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.